Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Dratnos' Technic Pack Minecraft Let's Play Season 2. So today, we've got a few things that we're going to do. They're all moderately to fairly exciting. And by moderately to fairly, I mean super to even more super exciting. And if the first few have to do with our beautiful machine down here, once again. You'll notice that it's still plodding along, and if we go take a look and see if our improvement to the stone room has worked, let's go ahead and check that. Let's see how many stone are in this one. 4 stacks plus 55, 4 stacks plus 56, 4 stacks plus 56, 4 stacks plus 56. Fantastic. So you'll ooh, and one of the machines is working right now. That's nice. I wonder what it's macerating. What were you macerating? It was macerating some tin for us. How very nice. And that tin is now going to head on up there. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So, we've upgraded before our beautiful stone area, but I'm not sure that this is the actual optimal way to go. I've actually decided that I'd rather not do it that way. Primarily because it's kind of a pain to have all the chests fill up at different times. So, instead, we are going to use insertion pipes so that they fill up in order. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some of our useful pipes here. Never know which ones we'll need. We've got a wrench upstairs. I'll go and grab that if we need it. I doubt we will. Which is, of course, the cue for us needing it. So let's go take a look. In we go. We're gonna have to break this and let some stone fly around a bit. That's okay. Nobody likes stone anyway. That's a lie. Our villagers down below like stone, which we're going to see in a few minutes. So we'll just have stone accumulate here for a bit. Doesn't seem like a huge problem. As I said before, nobody likes stone anyway. As I corrected myself before, the villagers do like stone. Déjà vu. Or déjà écouté. Already heard. Actually, that would be already listened, wouldn't it? So déjà... What's her here? Actually, I think... No, that's not écouté. Okay, anyways. So, we want our pipes to go... Let's go ahead and remove this. We're going to need a little bit more access to our delightful chest here. So basically, we're going to route this... actually, we can even cut this off one earlier. Route this up here. Except that shouldn't be a stone pipe. That should be an insertion pipe. Let's go ahead and use iron here then. Nice. And so it'll go up there. It'll insert if it can. If it can't, it'll go ahead and route to this stone pipe, which shouldn't attempt to insert. But actually, we probably need another insertion pipe there then, don't we? So, yeah. Huh. Is there a better way of doing this? I guess the better way of doing this... Okay. There's a better way of doing this, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you now. I believe I've just come up with a better way of doing this. If we have access into here... See, this is the joy of actually seeing me build stuff and not having me build it first. It's, I get to correct myself on camera, which is always beautiful. So there, yeah, now we don't have to use up 2 insertion pipes each time. And then it just needs to go... Let's see. Across here, we'll have another insertion pipe. And come down with iron. Okay, so we are going to need to go grab our wrench quickly. Let's go ahead and head upstairs to where our wrench lives. Our wrench lives up in our alchemical chest, which automatically repairs it. In a beautiful fashion, because any alchemical chest with a talisman of repair in it will repair any item that goes inside. See? So, where is our wrench? There's our buildcraft wrench. We'll go ahead and grab that. I'll go ahead and grab our industrial craft wrench, because we'll need that later. Let's go ahead and head on down. Mosey on down. Back over here. Through our nice and convoluted, but still walkable around-in machine room. And we can just go ahead and do that. Beautiful. And let's see, we want access then here. And let's go ahead and just walk it over this way. Okay, so we're going to have our pipe then continue along through here. Going to have an insertion pipe here, iron pipe there, and we'll go ahead and use a stone pipe here. Insertion. Down with some cobble. Oh, down with another iron pipe. Across with cobblestone. Wrench it so that it can go that way. Over here, and up with an insertion pipe. And of course, in order to connect to that, we're going to need some iron, because cobblestone doesn't connect to insertion pipes. Okay, beautiful. So let's go upstairs and survey the damage after we repair our little hole here. I think I'll go ahead and keep it like that, because as a bit of a jut out in the side of our spaceship, and because I can't be bothered to repair it more fully. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like up here. If it looks bad, we're gonna have to do some work. Okay, so there are holes that we could theoretically fall down. So a way around that is going to be with covers. So let's go ahead and just cut up one of these basalt bricks all the way down to covers. Like so. Delicious. Grab our little cover, stick it here. Grab our second... Actually, we don't even need a cover there. We can just fill this hole up. Nice. And grab our cover, stick it here. Beautiful. Okay. So that's not as bad. We can't easily fall down anymore. And now this one should be filling up exclusively. And these ones should no longer be accepting any new cobble into them. Which luckily they aren't. So that's great. Now it's going to fill up in this order around the room like this. Which means when we come in here, we'll just check this box, and it should fill up first. So that's great. That's that out of the way. Let's see. Thing number 2. First off, I'm going to be doing some stuff now with our machines down here, but I'd like to not lose any of the blocks when I remove them, which is unfortunately a 10 to 30% chance when you use a regular wrench. So instead, we're going to upgrade our wrench with an electronic circuit and a reusable battery into an electric wrench. So let's go ahead and prepare to do that now. I guess we're going to need a few different items. Let's go ahead and stash some of this stuff. Right. So, I'll go ahead and turn that sound off. Oops, nice. Okay, drop my wrench, picked it back up. Beautiful. So let's grab some tin, which we're going to need for our reusable battery. Let's grab some refined iron, which we're going to need to use for our circuit. And let's grab some copper. Do we have copper? Let's grab a bit of copper, smelt it up nice and quick. Actually, we probably even need a bit more copper. Let's go ahead and take 24 copper. A nice divisible by 8 number, which means we're going to be perfectly efficient with our coal here. Stick in 3 charcoal. Start that process up. Okay, so in order to create our electronic wrench, we need our electronic circuit, which uses copper cables. Do we have copper cables right now? I don't think we do have any copper cables. Oh yeah, we have 2. Okay, that's not going to be enough. So we'll have to wait on that bit, but what we should be able to make is... Oops. If we go ahead and check uses here. Yeah, beautiful. Reusable battery. Let me go ahead and type that in here, because reusable batteries can be repaired with electricity. Let's go ahead and just type in battery. Yeah, rebattery. One of these I should be... Yeah, there it is. So with tin and redstone and a copper cable. Okay. So we've got our copper cable, we've got our tin, we've got our redstone. Let's go ahead and check out this recipe. We should have everything we need for this. Beautiful. That is 1 battery created in a stunning fashion. We should, yeah, there's enough copper now. And we'll just grab ourselves a little bit of rubber. We'll use our crafting table 2 here. Get ourselves some copper cable, nice and easy. And we should be able to make an advanced circuit now. Let's go ahead and figure out how to do that with delicious advanced... Oh, not advanced circuits. Advanced circuits are not what we need. We just need a regular electronic circuit. Electronic. There it is. Like so. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and question mark that, so it's very easy and visible. And in we go with that. 2 redstone here, respectively. And a refined iron in the middle there. Beautiful. We should be able to make our electric wrench. Not an electric hoe, an electric tree tap, an electric wrench. There it is. Beautiful. Wrench in the top. Electronic circuit there. Reusable battery there. Electronic wrench. Okay. Let's go ahead and charge up this electronic wrench in our battery box here so that it can be used. There, it's just taken 27, or no, it's taken 12,400 electrical units of power, and we now have a fully charged little wrench there. I'm gonna go ahead and nom on some delicious bread here. Further nomitude. And so right now, what we want to do, you'll notice that this stores 40,000 units of electrical energy, but a lot of that is, I mean, do we really only want 40,000 units of electrical charge there? Let's go ahead and upgrade this battery box into an MFE unit, or a multifunctional electric storage unit. So, in order to do that, let's go ahead and head on up here. You'll notice I have just the right amount of refined iron for this in a bed, and then you'll have a bunch of respect for me because I have a recipe correct. MFE. Ooh. What just happened? This is very strange. Ooh. We appear to have a bug with not enough items. What is that? What is that? Something's like slicing across the screen. Okay. Options, Alright, we're gonna have to... We'll do it live. It'll be fine. Okay. So an MFE unit. First thing we're going to need some energy crystals, which, we're gonna have to use up 4 diamond for these. So that's a pain. Redstone, redstone, redstone. And, ooh, even more redstone, actually. Here, 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 and here, here, here. Get us some nice energy crystals. We'll go ahead and charge these guys up. I believe they need to be fully charged for this recipe to work. So let's go ahead and throw them in our battery box. Okay. I was obviously incorrect. I hope they don't need to be charged then for this recipe to work. I guess they're the things that can be charged once this recipe works in an MFE. So, we'll make ourselves a nice... I'd show you the recipes we need here, but I obviously can't right now. And we'll need a bit more rubber. Okay, so, we're making some wires here. Delicious copper wires. Okay. Wire, 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 wire. Energy crystal, energy crystal, energy crystal, energy crystal. And in the middle, we stick a machine block. There it is, an MFE, multifunctional electric storage unit. The way this will work is it'll take input from 5 sides and output to 1 side, and it can accept up to 128 electric units per second, which is quite a lot. That's medium voltage. So let's go ahead and remove ourselves that battery box. It's served us well. If we stick this here, I believe the output face... Yeah, there it is. The output face is downwards. It's that special texture. So now we should be getting input as soon as it's daytime into there. So let's go run on upstairs and quickly advance time to day by sleeping in this delicious bed. Nice drink of soda here. Dr. Pepper once more, for those curious. For those of you who are wondering why I've gone off Pepsi Max, you know, I've just been getting into Dr. Pepper in the past few months. Big fan of it actually now. I didn't used to be. It's an acquired taste. Where was I? Oh yes, MFE unit. Okay, there it is. Nice and charging up. And it'll go all the way up to 600,000 EU now, and it can output up to 128 EU per tick, which happens to be just as much as this can receive without exploding, which is a great synergy there. And then this will always output at the levels that these can take without exploding. So everything is working very synergistically. And hey, there's some iron. Let's watch this delicious iron proceed through our machine as we talk about the next thing that we're doing, which is actually pretty gosh darn cool. So, let's see. I will show you. I kind of need to be outside of here. I'm just going to trust that that'll work correctly. If it doesn't, yeah, we don't have any iron in our iron box right now, to my knowledge. We just have some refined iron. So we'll come back down and check to make sure that some iron found its way in there in a bit. So a lot of you were saying that with the chunk loading blocks, you have to be a bit careful with them. You don't know if your chunks are all being loaded. There's actually, as a fantastic commenter pointed out that I will recognize later, a way you can test that. So I'm going to hit F9 now. When I do, actually, let me get onto a lower level here. Let me go ahead and hop on. I'm going to go ahead and just go down here. Okay. So when I hit F9 here, you'll notice that it's showing us some of these strange squares now. These squares actually represent chunks that are going to be forced to be loaded. So when you put down a chunk loading block, like the one over there, it'll force this chunk to be loaded. So there's a chunk loading block in this chunk, for example, and also every adjacent chunk, which is that chunk, that chunk, that chunk, and that chunk. So you'll notice here, actually, that we don't need even this chunk loading block here, because this chunk will be loaded by the block in this one. So we can actually go ahead and head downstairs and save ourselves a chunk loading block here, and everything in the machine should still be in the forced area. Let's go ahead and stick a dirt there, because we need a dirt there to jump over. Okay. So let's head on back upstairs and see what chunks are forced to be loaded now. Let me go ahead and redo this. Yeah, there it is. So you'll notice if we come up here now, only all the machine chunks are still being loaded. However, we've now saved 3 chunks from being loaded, which is going to help our machine a bit. So F9, that's the key you're going to want to use. I can just hear the electric furnace starting up now, even though my sound's off. That's very strange, but okay, cool. So we can see that iron appears to be working perfectly, and there goes some copper into our machine. Oh my goodness, are we going to get to see our loop in action? I'm not sure if we are, but if we are, that would be really cool. Let's go ahead and test our loop by just filling up this macerator with some cobblestone. Yes, there it is. Let's see if this loop works. 'Cause I've always wondered if this loop will work. There it is, loop works. Delightful. Delightful. And of course, there it is. And let's make sure that this loop fully works. Down it goes. Back over here. Yes, our loop works. Beautiful. You'll notice it doesn't actually slide down, it instantly ports in with an insertion pipe. That's to stop one going down and have 2 going down at the same time, and then it fills up, and the first one, or the second one is already on its way. So yeah, it instantly brings them there. So let's check on our progress here. Ooh, we're into charcoal now, and it's using them up. Very, very rapidly, it looks like. Oh, it's just filling up the first time with charcoal, I guess. It just ran out of coal and is now switching to charcoal. Okay, so obviously our coal base, or this isn't self-sustainable necessarily. We're going to need to eventually figure out a way to automate charcoal creation. We're going to do that over, let me turn off these chunks. There it is, with F9 again. Over here, we're going to do some stuff with forestry in the coming episodes to have an automatic tree farm and make charcoal out of that. So look forward to that. That's going to be over here in this delicious area right here. Let's head on back down into our base. Nice. Let me go ahead and hop sound up a bit so that we can hear. Ah, yes, that sound. That lovely sound of an iron door opening and closing. Let's go ahead and turn sound up a bit more. Ah, yes. There it is. Music to my ears, except not actually music. So, in the coming episodes, we're going to be doing a foray into the nether because we're going to need some glowstone at some point. So, to protect ourselves, we're going to need an XP book. And I could show you the recipe if not enough items was working, which it currently isn't. I probably just have to restart my Minecraft. But I don't want to do that. I'm just going to show you the recipe because I remember it. So in order to make an XP book, you go ahead and observe that right now I am level 10. I'm going to go ahead and take a book, stick it in our crafting table here, gold ingot, book, XP book empty. As soon as I click this and create this, you'll notice I've just lost half of my levels, and this has now been filled with 156 XP. If I go here and start eating it, it'll restore those XP points. So, this is a way you can save your XP at with diminishing returns. because of course your first chunk of XP is only going to cost you 2 gold and 1 book, but then to save that same amount again, or the next 2 gold ingots and book will only save you half as much experience. So it's a good little way if you want to, if you're saving up experience. I'll try and do that, every time I hit level 10, maybe I'll dump down enough XP to start saving, because I might want to do some enchantments later, and I might very well die if I go into the nether, which I'm going to do in a coming episode pretty soon. Pretty soon. Don't know how soon, but sometime in the near future. So, I believe that's okay. So as some of you have been saying, in forestry, that recipe for bronze exists where you combine copper and tin ingots, but the Technic pack actually turns it off by default. Not forestry or industrial craft, they're perfectly cross-compatible if you install them each individually, but the Technic pack turns that recipe off. So that's the reason that, and I could go into a config file and change that, but the copper plus tin equals bronze recipe with ingots is turned off by default in the Technic pack. So that's the reason I'm still going to be just macerating these and not smelting. Whew. Okay. Let's go ahead and have a look at our village as we bring this episode to a happy conclusion. Let's go ahead and head on down here. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I hear noises. I hear bear. I hear sounds. Hang on. I don't know what's going on. Experiencing some serious lag here. Let me just pause. Pause? Can you pause? There. Okay, paused. Restarting the recording briefly. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. Should be back. Yeah, okay. Recording fixed up. Nice. That's a problem. And some of you were mentioning... Actually, I had some audio problems the last episode. If that happens again this episode, I don't know what's causing it. But I know that Fraps is being weird, because I've had to restart it a few times the past few episodes. And I didn't have that problem before. So if anybody knows what that issue is, where I suddenly experience a frame rate loss, and need to restart Fraps and then it's fine, let me know. So they've built a well here. And they've upgraded this castle to have a moat. Let's see what else they've done. Ooh, I hear a weird tinkling sound. Ooh, hey, there's... appears to be a floating gem. Nice. Can I grab it? Oh! It's firing at me. Ow! 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 Where'd it go? Ow! 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 Still shooting at me. I killed it. Nice! Electrified Viz crystal. Ah, that's from the Thaumcraft mod. Phew! Okay, that was tough. I don't know what that actually does. Let's go ahead and check the recipes. Oh, right, I can't because not enough items is being buggy right now. Okay. Over here, they've started upgrading these buildings with timber frames, which is a millionaire special item that you can buy from these guys. And wow, this fort is actually getting really impressive. Wow, so they now house guards, I guess, inside these parts. And let's check. Right now, their next project is going to be another fort upgrade. They've got a storage room down here now. Wow. Ooh, can I get up? I can get up. Okay, phew. And they've got this roof, which is expanded even more now to include this. Cool. That's super cool. Okay, and they've even got a window thing there. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Millionaire. I'm always impressed by you, Millionaire. I'm not going to kill the bunny this time, because the last time I killed the bunny, you guys got mad at me. So I'm not going to do that this time. So before it gets dark, let's head on over here. Check our good comments this week. I've upgraded it to be more than just witty comments now, but useful comments, like insightful comments, that aren't related necessarily to the ones that everybody else is saying. So I got a bunch of people, for example, saying to use red power for my machine, but I got very few people saying the following things. First off, Captain Carthex, Season 2, Episode 8, said something that was just funny. His comment was, at iCrazePods, your faces first. Which is funny because iCrazePods said first, beforehand. So I thought that was quite funny. You might think that humor is juvenile, but I thought it was funny. Cubfan, he was the one who told me to use an MFE or MFS to store up more energy. Cool. Awesome. and MattinYX6, who told me about the F9 to show force chunks trick, like that, like so. So that's those are our good old people for the week that have been donating to this village here. Go ahead and head on up to our ship here as we talk about stuff. I believe Saturday night and Sunday during the day, some combination of those, Pacific time, are going to be our Tribes Ascend game day with fans. Please add me to your friends list. My username is Dratnos, Dratnos, same as the channel, with a capital D. Add me on your Tribes Ascend, and then send me a PM with your username, and I'll add you, because you need to both add the other person and be added by them for it to work. So that's that. Also, I've got my partnership. It's been approved. I just have to now wait for YouTube to go ahead and set up to process everything, and then I'll be making revenue off these videos. That's going to be great. I'm very excited for that. Thanks everybody for all your support through everything. I believe that's an episode. I think that's everything. If you're wondering what I've used here, actually, yeah, I'll go on a brief little tangent here about what I've used here. These are marble bricks, not regular marble, which is over there, but marble bricks, which is just made by putting them in a square. And then these here are glass covers, which are just eighths of blocks cut with a ruby handsaw. Now, this is actually something I'm quite proud of here, because this used to be a full block. If you look from the other side, it looks like it's still a full block, like all these. But I actually cut it so that it's only an eighth of a block, which makes it much less space consuming. So these are examples of how you can do more with the red power mod when you cut stuff up into little bits. I could have even cut. I mean, I could have used that way more all over the ship. I've only used it here, really, though, to its full effect, and also, as you saw earlier, in our stone room. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been Dratnos. Goodbye.